Hey guys, just a quick life hack. Pretty simple. I don't know about you, but where I live, the price of meat has gone up a bit, including processed meats. We don't eat a whole lot of meat in this house, but we do like to have this stuff for sandwiches. And a way to make this stuff last a lot longer, and this seems like it might be an obvious hack, and it is, because a lot of people know it, but also a lot of people don't. If you have a meat slicer, as soon as you buy one of these and bring it home, if you slice it up into very thin pieces, it will go a lot further than it will if you're just carving off chunks haphazardly to slap onto a sandwich or a bun. And just in case you don't have one of these and don't know how they work, my lovely husband's going to demonstrate. So this is a meat slicer that my husband got from Princess Auto a few years. I think back then it was about $100 or so. And it's kind of a neat thing. You can slice meat, fingers, pretty much anything that needs slicing, you can slice it on here. And it's neat because you can adjust it to be very, very thin, which can make a piece of meat go a long way, especially if you're feeding a family and on a budget. So he's just going to demonstrate real quick how these work, just in case you've never seen them. I'm going to try to film it without losing a finger.
I'm just going to set the meat slice thickness.
Set it to 1 cat hair thick.
Just in graduation. And then we get lunch meat.
There we go. Then you just make a pile of that and you put it in a Ziploc or a Tupperware container of some kind. You put it in just about anything. You could wrap it in wax paper.
Yep.
And we're just going to process a whole bunch of it, and then this is going to last us a lot longer than it would if I'm carving off slices half awake with the kids yelling at me, "We're hungry!" So maybe I'll do a quick time lapse of that. My husband sure knows how to handle a hunk of meat. Oh, not even a smile. So it would have probably been like 20 or 30 sandwiches. Now we have probably, well, 1 sandwich per 2 slices if it's a big sandwich. I haven't started counting, but perhaps I will. Watch out there, it's the Leaning Tower of Pizza. Even if it falls over, no big deal, the stove is washed. You're so rhythmic, you're like a machine. What's the clicking sound?
It's hitting in the syrup.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's that for?
This is so I don't slice my fingers off.
Oh,
It comes with it.
clever.
Always use it.
That's really smart. I should have been filming from this angle the whole time.
Oh, lost one.
Pardon?
The end part always ends up getting stuck on the wheel.
Oh, yeah. Nicely done. So you may have figured this out, but you can also do this with cheese. Now, if you're like me, and you're not always super precise, your husband may have already threatened you with divorce, or wife, for disfiguring the cheese. I'm often surprised that my husband doesn't have a protractor or a square out when he's cutting the cheese. Cutting the cheese. Because he does it very precisely. And sometimes just to mess with him, I like purposefully cut it at a horrible angle. Look at him, he's getting gray hairs just listening to me. And yeah, feel like doing a whole running off a block?
No.
No? Okay. Well, then I'll just eat those pieces of cheese. Anyway, it works really well for cheeses as well. so that you can put them in a Ziploc bag and not have anybody mangling your cheese. Also, you can make nice thin slices. That way, if you've got kids who are learning to use knives and like to cut massive slices of cheese off, then you don't have to worry about that. So there you go. Hopefully that'll help somebody save a little bit of money on meat. You can often get these things used at places like Value Village and stuff, and usually all that's wrong with them is that the blade needs sharpening. How did you sharpen the blade?
I sharpened it with a stone.
Like
But
you just
could
sat
certainly
outside
take
with a
this to
rock?
A sharpening stone, but you can take it to any place that sharpens the scissors. The
Oh.
home hardware around here sharpens scissors. They would do blades like this too.
Well, there you go. So yeah, you can just sharpen the blade, or, you know, if you're rich, you could get a new one, although I guess if you're rich, you probably don't really
Well-
care about the price of meat and cheese.
The expensive versions of these actually have a sharpening assembly built into them, and you just push a little button and they sharpen the blade for you.
Oh, wow.
This is not that.
Yeah, my grandmother's old one had, like, a stone that you could, like, clip onto the side, and then you just sharpen it.
Yeah.
But this doesn't have
Modern
that.
ones have it built right in.
Nice. So there you go. You can slice some meat, save a little bit of money, slice some cheese. You can slice pretty much anything that you can fit into there. Hey, would this work for making potato medallions? Or would potatoes be too starchy and stick?
I don't know. They'd probably be better off with a mandolin and potatoes.
Maybe. But maybe we should try it just in case. One day. Not today.